Don't soft life yourself into debt.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. I believe in spicing up the relationship. Advice on dating Nigerian men.
Be strong.
Hi, how are
If
you?
I like your picture, that's me shooting my shot now. Why?
Just always say pray, guys. Whatever it is, whether
That's all I'm gonna say.
Because things are not happening now doesn't mean it's never gonna happen. It will happen in God's right time.
Yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you join the family by clicking that subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much, boo. Today I have a special guest. Guys, this is my twin.
Cheers, Molweni, Dyasi, like Simnandi. Hi guys.
This is Ayanda, guys. So Ayanda, I met her when I moved into my new place, and we realized
She kind of like bigger papa. She was that neighbor Tayo. Because Uzagwam was on like, hi, I'm new here. I just moved in. Only to find out she's my twin.
Guys, we born on the same day, same month, same year, literally. So she's my twin.
But we do look alike. we don't at all. But yes.
So yeah, guys, Ayanda will be here. We are shooting a big sis advice video. So I did a poll on my Instagram and asked you guys to ask me questions. And yeah, this video is dedicated to Ukotsona. Thank you, babes. Shout out to you.
The one you actually wanted to
yes, the one wanted the big sis advice video.
That's I hope I was fine in Yanili, but it's fine. It's fine. So what I'm having.
So shout out to you, babes. Thank you so much. Today we're drinking red wine. Mina, I'm not a red wine person, but yeah, we shall see what's going on because well,
I'm not going.
Yo. Anyway, guys, okay, I'm gonna get right into it. Do you recommend working when you leave matric? I personally, if you want to make money, yes, I recommend working. But if you want to pursue a career and go into some sort of field, then I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're a person who can work and study at the same time, then go for it. Study and get a side hustle as well.
Straight up, yeah.
But if you can do one or the other, I'd rather keep them separate, just for your own.
Yeah. Now, from my own personal experience, I was working when I was in since grade 11. So I was working throughout December holidays, right? So even when I was in matric, I would do that. But I'm not saying Guti after matric, it's advisable. Guti, don't seek school, seek it's not gonna give you the amount of money you actually would expect to get if you're educated like that.
Yes.
So I wouldn't recommend to take a gap year and then work. Just work during holidays to give yourself that thing. Yes. I would say permanently after matric I'm gonna be working.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. With me, I studied hospitality management, but my degree was an in-service traineeship. So I was working while studying. So, but it was with the hotel group that I was studying with. So
it's like you were hitting two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
because basically you're getting the experience and you're getting the qualification at the same time.
Yeah, but also it's good with regards to money. Like you can save quite a lot if you are a person who saves.
If I was a saver, I wasn't. No.
So yeah, no, it's a lot, especially when you're out of high school and you start earning. You're
no,
this is time to.
1.5 is like malenga
gone, like in 2.5 seconds. Okay. Someone said I can't forget a guy that I wasn't even in a relationship with. Hey.
Woo. There must be some sort of when it says you're not even in a relationship with.
A vibing. People vibe.
So I'm kumbul.
Yeah.
It's winter, Bella, I understand.
It's cold. Yeah. It's cold.
It's the weather talking. It's the weather talking. It's not her.
For me, I'm saying what's the intention there? Number one. And number two, what do you want from this person? What does he want or she want?
Is it a matter of okay, we're having fun now, or do you look at it as in a long-term aspect, whereas we're like, in a long run, this person is wasting my time. He's holding me back. But if you're just having fun now, yes, harmless fun whatsoever, but it's gonna hit her at some point.
We're gonna catch feelings, especially as women. We catch feelings.
Hello,
guys, let us not even ignore that fact.
It's true. It's so true.
So yeah, for me, I just say get to the bottom of what it is that you guys are doing and where you want it to go. And just take it from there. If it's you want a serious relationship, make it serious. Exactly. Be in a relationship. If you're having fun, know that you're going in with the intention of just having fun.
And no expectations.
Yes.
Because expectations is $1 please.
Yes. No, for real. Yeah. So, okay, second one is how to use tampons. I mean, I don't know. I've never.
You've never. I've been using tampons since grade 9.
I've never used them.
What you do? You buy expert. Okay. For me, I never had problems with tampons because. And because most of the time they say when you're a virgin, like obvious you're weak. But it was never something in Tabanga like that because I've never had a penis penetrate me before. Sorry to say this. I've never had a penis penetrate me before. So I never felt like a tampon is uncomfortable or whatever. I don't know how it feels when you've been penetrated before.
Okay.
So I never had that thing or whatever. But the easiest way to insert it when it's your first time, you have to sit like squat. I want to squat. Yes, you squat and you squeeze it in. Make sure ba ingenile ungathi nje iqhum uthi pum pum ipusheke. Is the only thing that should be like hanging is the string, not the tip of the tampon itself.
I mean, I think I'm scared of it because of that whole toxic shock syndrome thing that was said. You could potentially get sickness or whatever. Yes. So I was just so anti them, and I've never used them since.
And do you realize that we end up diagnosing ourselves and not actually seeking medical advice? Which is it safe for me to do this or use that or do that? Because we bomb ourselves with information from probably a trending disease that was trending. Then we Google, okay, what are the side effects of this?
Yeah.
Even if you're having symptoms, flu or something,
yeah, but lately I haven't heard anything with regards to
now I have had a good experience with them. It's been years, so it paid and guys. Yeah, it makes me get a rush.
Really?
Yes, on the sides. Because you understand how you put a pad, right?
Yes.
So on the sides of my underwear, and scratcher.
Okay.
So that's why I use a tampon.
For me, it works. I love them. It works perfectly for me. So
you don't leak.
Yeah. How do you deal with strict parents?
Were your parents strict?
No, my parents weren't strict. I'm not gonna lie. But I think, and this is how I always say I would raise my kids, the way my mom raised me. She gave me the freedom to be myself, to explore. But it was a thing of, I'm going to tell you what's out there. Yes. I'm going to warn you about these things. You're going to go out. So it's a thing of like they give you freedom to go out and explore. But at the same time, you have that thing that says, you know what, my parents trust me. So I don't want to do them wrong. You know, sort of. That's what the mentality that I had. So yeah, I for me, I don't believe in being strict, guys. Like, why are you strict as a parent? Like,
it doesn't make sense.
Can you just
for
allow
me?
your child to
I exactly.
Yeah.
I believe because I was raised by my grandmother, but in the community, people always look at me as if I'm a spoiled brat. But it was not a matter of that because my grandmother was not strict. It's just a matter of being respected to that respect. Yes. Guys, the only time I started drinking was in varsity. And I think that stemmed from a place of respect that this is not my house, this is my grandmother's house. I need to respect her house, her rules. Yes. Now I'm by myself. I've been staying by myself since after matric. Now I make my own rules. It's my house, it's my rules. And I think because of that, the way I carried myself, and then my grandmother and my parents now, they don't mind because they know Ayanda is a responsible human being. Because we groomed her from Isemnyani.
Yes. Yeah, highly agree with that. So yeah, I also believe it shapes you also. Because I mean, I only moved out at 25. So, but I mean, I moved out when I was already like at a sort of mature state.
Yes.
And a state where I'm like, you know what, I want this now and I'm ready. So yeah, I guess it's how you take it as well, and
Yes.
how you.
Also, peer pressure
Yes.
has a lot, because also for no, you can't do what is being done at your friend's house. Her parents, her rules, their house, not yours. You can't implement that and say now when your mother is scolding you for something like, yo, ke uzandi ke sana kwa baba yamvumela akho kwa zandi apha
Yes.
kukulolondi, you know,
Yes.
type of vibe. So
Yes.
know how to separate the two, because you don't
Yeah.
you don't have the same upbringing.
It also comes down to, let's stop comparing ourselves, guys. Let's really stop comparing ourselves. As funny, we'll never be. We don't come from the same backgrounds. Let's just live life the way we know it.
Yes.
You know. So
True.
So yeah. Cool. Next question is there load shedding today?
No, I checked.
Because if there is, then we update.
I checked.
We have like 30 minutes.
Escom.
Guys,
I checked.
Anyway, I was once offered drugs by my boyfriend. I'm 20 and I felt really uncomfortable. Leave, babes.
Like he's not even putting a gun on your head. Oh no. I hate people. I hate it that we live in a society whereby you need to justify your no. Oh no, guys. You don't have to justify it to anybody. If Londi says, Ayanda, let's do 1, 2, 3, and I say no, she can't be asking me why. Why are you asking me why?
Yeah.
Why should I justify my no? Why should I justifying your answer?
Yeah.
But Baleka.
No, but leave, babes, because it could get toxic. Like
it's already toxic. Why is he introducing you to drugs? Why?
Yeah, no, it's already. But it could like get worse.
It would, because our mothers yes,
do.
You want to fix.
So yeah.
You're under say dangerous,
No.
danger zone.
Would you recommend sending nudes? I believe in spicing up the relationship.
Yes, listening.
I believe in spicing up a relationship, guys. But do it with someone that you're comfortable with. Don't just go and sending every Tom, Dick, and Harry your nudes. Like, I honestly feel like if I've been seeing someone for maybe 2 years or more, then we're comfortable. We can do those things. Let's not be getting into things with people for 4 months. Manja, I'm busy sending you my news and everything. No. And also hide your face.
Yes. Yay. That's it. Also, it's about how comfortable you are with your body. Because I'm a nudist, but I don't share my nudes with any Tom and Jerry, like Olondi said. It's a matter of who you're really comfortable with, guys. You know, you like, not every soul is bound to see you naked. So why are you sharing that part of you? Like, that's like your body is your sacred place. You're sacred. So if you're gonna be advertising it like that, hide your face. You know, but it's not a matter of but don't say nude at all. We need to spice things up.
Siajala already. Like already.
Imagine
So yeah, I just want to just have fun.
Have
as well,
fun, but
you know,
take precautions in your fun. That's all.
Yes.
That's all.
Cool. How are you mainly budget friendly?
I feel like she's more budget friendly than I am. Guys.
But I do fall off the wagon at times, guys. But I feel like since I've been living alone, it's even worse now, because like everything is mine now. Like I have to take.
Bro, you even feel like you have a child, even if you don't have a child. Like, dude, I don't recommend. If you say go and hlala, you for me, it's a matter of, I started staying alone at 19 years old. From 19, I'm now turning 26 this year. I've been staying alone for so long, and
so
I'm used to it. That's why I can't go to. I can't go home without money. I need to get home. I need to. I'm an adult now. I'm not a child anymore. And even it's also like I can't call home for money. I need to sort out myself. Yes,
guys, it's rough.
That's why I'm like, if you steal it by your parents, drag it.
I just believe with budgeting, you need to also literally weigh up your expenses versus your income. So don't overspend over your expenses. So let's say you earn 5,000 per month, and let's say your expenses are 3,000. Now you need to know that 3,000 is gone from that 5,000. I have 2,000 to spend. Spend that 2,000 wisely. Don't go and splurge.
Don't soft life yourself into debt.
Yes.
Because the pressure is soft life. Don't soft life yourself into debt.
So yeah, we still have petrol, guys. Please, let's not even start on petrol. Today I saw a screenshot that is going up by 3 rand and like 70 odd cents, and I'm just like, are we gonna pay 35 rand a litre? I might as well just walk. Like, let me just walk everywhere because wow.
Buy a horse.
And
a horse or a bike.
not even a bike, because bike is too much admin. Let's just get on a horse. No, guys.
No, and I, you know, as much as I'm still a young professional, I also would have liked to have a car by this time and age. But by the way our economy is set up, I'm like, at least in rent, guys, and other expenses to deal with besides umdana and petrol. I want a kid and petrol. I want at this rate. No,
I want a kid.
Next question. Anyways, not gonna be talking about babies right now, giving y'all ideas, because no.
Yo. Okay, your advice on dating Nigerian men. Be strong. Have a heart of rock, have a heart of stone, have an ox's liver, you know, just everything that's strong. You need to have it inside of you. You know, Nigerian men they're amazing men. They really are. But you have to understand, and and a lot of that comes with the fact that
clown. Apply the same mentality.
No, guys, I didn't say
I'm telling you.
No, guys.
Me, my advice as a sister, clown. Yes, come to shine at our boy. Yeah, but now you're good. We know the fuck.
You have to be strong. No, you have to tolerate a lot. Let me just say, I'm telling you guys the truth. You have to tolerate a lot. Yeah, like
get up.
Busy,
get out of here.
They are busy men, so you have to understand. I'm just going to.
That's why I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be biased or whatsoever. But how many black young couples, young women who are dating Nigerian men, how many of them post those Nigerian men? How many of them are exclusive with those Nigerian men? Because they know.
No,
saying you should go to know in terms of scale. A lot of them hide the fact that they date Nigerian men. Why?
No, but in this generation, guys, let's be honest with each other. We hide our men in general. Whether it's Nigerian, whether it's African, whether it's Congolese, whether it's Chinese, we hide our men in general.
But I just don't understand. I feel like you know the stigma that's there about black women dating white men is the same stigma that applies to black women dating Nigerian men. That's what I'm just saying. In the society. Because Magniges is a stigma. Now she's dating Nigerian type of vibes. And it's what's wrong with Nigerian?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Nigerian?
No, I don't think it's that. I just think it's a small world that we live in, number one. And people are bound to know each other, and you just don't want people knowing you're mad. Like for me personally, whether I'm dating Nigerian or white man or Chinese, y'all are never gonna see my man. Even when we get married, I'm telling you now, guys, you are not gonna know who I'm married to.
But my thing is, it's just a matter of how. I know the difference between being secretive and being private. I know that difference. But I'm just saying the stigma that's around those relationships, it's so hard to just own up to it as a person who's part of the relationship, because they have this stigma going around with if you're dating a Nigerian man, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're dating a white guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you gold digger or whatsoever. And it's genuine love at that point in time. It doesn't matter how you met or whatsoever. Yes. The same relationship I were to have with a Zulu gent, I could establish the same emotions with a white gent or a Nigerian, but because the stigma is surfacing there, I can't own up to it fully.
Yeah. No, I get you.
And it's annoying, but guys.
Do you recommend waxing or shaving? Waxing, but it's expensive as fuck.
Waxing.
And it's painful.
Dude, I tried to wax because I know how to do this. I tried to wax myself this other day and I regretted it. I would rather the pain comes from a person because when I do it myself,
that's going to be painful.
It is so painful, but I recommend waxing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Waxing does.
What birth control method would you recommend?
I'm on the two months needle.
I mean, I'm on nothing.
Nkulu nkulu, ye contraceptive yak, oh girl. Test we are over, look.
No, guys, but I need to. When you're not ovulating, you can't get pregnant. There's no egg to fertilize, so you need to know your times. That's why I always suggest getting the period calendar, guys. If you want, I'll leave the link below
for you
track your cycle.
No, I've never kept track of the period calendar. So I've been on and off from a contraceptive, and then I rejoined this year since the last time I had it was 2016, I think, and then I stopped using it, and I've been testing over. That's okay, let me get back, because I'm back in the dating pool. When you're back in the dating pool, like fully like that, you have to take precautions. And especially it's nice when you have a relationship whereby you talk about these things with your partner, which okay, because this is the thing about guys, I'm sorry, once they know you're on contraceptive, it's like giving them the thing back. Come inside me. Why?
Yeah, they take
because
advantage.
Who said the contraceptive is 100%?
Besides that, there's also other precautions. Like there's other things that we're taking into consideration. Yes. There's AIDS, guys. There's HIV. There's STIs. Like
so cool.
It's rough out here. Just be safe.
Play, but play with precaution. That's what I'm going to say.
How do you enjoy being single?
I feel like I'm single.
Self-love, guys.
I feel like I'm single because when you stay alone, that's when it's really tasted if you're single or not. Because now I feel I'm more single, even though I am in a relationship, but I feel like I'm more single because most of the time I'm by myself in my own space. Like my boyfriend is not here. We don't live together. Yeah. But by the time you're in a really serious relationship and you're living with your person, that's when you're gonna feel it good. Okay, I'm in a relationship. Because now you're independent, you stay by yourself, but you don't see your person every day. So it's still counts as you're single because you're living your life, you're doing your own thing. And that's the thing about people when they get into relationships, they forget about their individuality because when you're in a relationship, you still have to live your own life. Your boyfriend is not your best friend for everything. You need to have your girls' night. I need my wine with my girls and I miss Ubani type of vibes.
For me, I just always say you need to have self-love in general. You need to love yourself to the max, and with that comes going on solo dates, spoiling yourself. You don't need a man to do that for you. You can do it for yourself. I'm not going to say you would never need it or you'd never miss it. You really would,
but it works in the terms of you set up a standard that you can maintain with or without a man, so that a man, when he comes into your life, you set up that standard to it. Bro, I normally take myself out on a date or whatsoever. I don't need you to do that for me. Because I hate the thing is what I hate the most is that young women always get into a relationship and set up new standards, but can you maintain those standards with or without a man? If you can't maintain them without a man, why are you having those standards? Because you can't do that thing for yourself. Type of vibe.
I always say, even when you go out on dates, don't now order the most expensive thing on the menu. Why? What if he leaves you with the bill and then what? Always order something in your budget or something that you can afford yourself.
While we're on this topic, before we move on, it's like even when you a guy you don't know, but you met a few weeks ago or whatever, he asks you on a date. You can never agree to that date if you don't have a backup plan. Know how to get yourself home. Always have money, extra money to just just in case. Have that just in case type of mentality because men are cruel.
Guys, especially in this age and in this country. No, it's rough. Like this guy, should I shoot my shots? Yes, babes, go for it. So you only live once. You never know.
I tell him that. I send him a DM.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Then he responds and the conversation flows. You shoot your shot.
Sorry, say I'm not doing that. No, what?
You say hi, how are you? You don't need to say I love you, I like you, you're cute. No. Hi, how are you?
If I like your picture, that's me shooting my shot now. Why should I go to DMs now and Motivational letter on DMs. No, I liked your picture.
No, guys. For me, like, shoot your shot, guys. You only live once. What if that guy is also scared to approach you? What if he's like, oh no, Ayanda is top-notch quality for me. I can't.
But with that,
Andy, Ayanda wants him, and then it's a match made in heaven.
let's move on from this question. Let's move on from this question. No, let's move on from this question, please.
Me, I say shoot your shots. Okay, let's move on, guys. Have you ever thought you gay or bisexual? No.
Yes, because growing up, my cousin is bi, like not bi, she's lesbian, ne? And growing up, I used to love hanging out with guys a lot till today. So people always thought, not by people just in general, but lesbians or people who are bi, they would hit on me, and I'm like, dude, I'm fucking straight.
Yeah.
And because my longest friend, we've been friends for so many years, whenever we went out, we always pretend as if we're together, not like we're friends.
Yeah.
But if me and Landy we're going out together, it's like we're dating type of vibes. We're giving each other those vibes. So I've always been comfortable with that, because for me that was an escape from perverts. I hate perverts. I can't stand them. So that was an escape for me. But yeah, at some point I did think so.
I mean, I've never, guys, and I even went to all girls high school, but I never ever
Was that back
encountered. They did, but it wasn't an interest for me.
Oh yeah.
And I think it also comes from within.
Yes.
And
If it's a matter of, would you put yourself in a situation whereby you'd make out with the other, with the same gender or whatsoever.
Yeah.
But if you never thought about it that much, then it's not something that bothers you. But
True. Then it says, how has settling into your independence been? Amazing.
tough but amazing.
Yes. I mean, every month I have 2 rand in my account.
And awukali.
I'm happy.
You know what's nice? When you see where your money has went.
Yes.
When you see, Uti, I have a couch now, I have a fridge now, I have that.
Yeah.
If you see things that are tangible in your own home than things that you're wearing.
Yes.
You don't cry for your money. You feel like, even
Because
if I'm in minus, it's fine.
Honestly, I used to be a person where I used to spend, when we go out, I used to spend from my 800 to 2,000 rand a night. Or I'd buy clothes every second.
You were so reckless with money.
Yeah, no, now I literally have a home that I have to take care of and maintain. It's like I have a little baby.
You have to prepare for motherhood mentality.
Yes.
But guys.
I don't even know when last I actually bought clothes. Like
and it doesn't bother you.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Now, it's fine because at least now I bought myself something for the house.
Yes.
I posted such a status I'm like not so long ago saying, good, my shopping carts are filled with things for my house more than my clothing and stuff. But that time, guys, I want a collection of sneakers. I want this.
Yes, you want this. You want a lot.
Priorities.
Yes.
That's what comes with independence. Priorities.
Now I look into my wardrobe. I'm like, you know what? This can work today. And we mix and match.
Hey.
That's what my mom used to say. Like, mommy always used to say, well, now you always buying new clothes. I'm like, I don't have anything to wear. I have things to wear.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's tough. I'm not going to lie. It's really tough. But
I think it's the struggle that's giving you that go boost. Because you're like, yes, I want 1, 2, 3. It's like when you're saying, I want to get from here to the next spot. But in order for you to do that, you need to keep moving.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be looking at something and say, I want this and I want that, and there's no action, that's how do you expect to get to the next step? You have, it's hard because it's a responsibility on you. You have to motivate yourself. Growing up, your mother used to be like, Londi wevuka alarm ikhalile, but now you hear the alarm, you have to get up yourself. It's self-discipline. It is so, it's so.
But it grooms you into being an amazing woman. So
it does.
So yeah,
it does.
How have you curated your relationship with God, if that's your belief? Okay, my personal story, I'm gonna tell you bits and pieces. So with me in 2016, I went through like a hectic phase. I'm not going to say what it is, but I went through a really hectic near-death experience. And it was nothing but prayer for me. I grew up in a Christian home where my parents prayed and we are Christian and believe in God. But I don't think my relationship with God, my personal relationship with God, was that strong. And in 2016, when I encountered that issue or that incident, it showed me that, you know what, God is truly alive and God truly does wonders and God truly restores. You know, so if I can come back from a near-death experience of being in ICU and life support, guys, that's God. Nothing else.
True.
That's God. And since then, I have so much faith, more faith. I read the Bible. I fast. I go to church. I'm Anglican, so I go to church when I can on a Sunday because I usually work on Sundays.
Yes.
So it's I think it's also an introspection, and it's also what you believe as a person and how you have faith or
reality as far as it's concerned. I grew up in a Christianity family, but we've never practiced like religious stuff or cultural stuff, I could put it like that, like imicimbi, ceremonies that are cultural. Not that I don't believe in ancestors, I do, but my belief was always in God and whatsoever. See, on Sunday we go to church, we do this, we do that. So an experience that I had was when I was in varsity, and then you know when you're sleeping on your back and then you feel something is like I experienced that, and when I woke up from that was the first day I started sleeping with my Bible open next to me. I've never ever not had my Bible like open next to me. Even if I'm not going to read it or whatever, it should be open next to me. That's how I'm going to be able to sleep. It goes beyond just the belief. It goes up around with energies as well. You invite a certain energy into your house, into wherever space you're in. You invite that energy. So for me, my energies have always been spiritual, because that's how I connect with God, through spirituality. So for me, curating a relationship with God, I think I've managed to go past through life experiences by saying, Guti, this happened because God allowed it, because I always grew up with that mentality. God is always there. It's like my God is my invincible friend. And whatever happened in that moment, he allowed it to happen because he was there. This is why I've never gotten angry that much about certain experiences, because I'm like, he allowed it to happen because he was there. So it's either he was trying to show me something, or he was trying to redirect me for me to see things in another perspective, or take a certain route, or make a U-turn type of vibes. So I think that's how I created my relationship with God, even though I don't go to church as much now that I'm older. But whenever I'm in doubt spiritually, I know who to refer to. I know who to cry. I know whose name to call out upon. I'm not going to say, Satan ngenapi. Like, I know who to praise. I know my God. Abanye bazo there are certain gods that are statues or whatsoever, but me, because of my upbringing, I would always say God, God this, God that. And I've never had to imagine how God looks like, because I had felt God in my life. I never had to imagine him in a physical sense. So this is how God is supposed to look like. This is what you're supposed to praise.
I also think it also goes with your belief and your belief. So if you, for example, something happens and you believe that, Atlanta, I'm dead, I won't be okay, and you don't have that faith, it's not going to come out the way you want it to. Because you don't believe it.
Yes.
So
belief is always in line with manifestation. Because what you believe in is what you're going to speak into your life. That's what you're going to speak into existence.
Yes.
And same matters as saying, Gucci, some people believe more in ancestors than God, which is fine, but we're not saying that they cannot coexist. Don't trying to brush off my belief for God, because this is how I've experienced God in my life. You've experienced ancestors more than you've experienced God, but they can still coexist. Literally, that's how I feel about belief. It's just a matter of what you practice on your daily, and if you're spiritually in tune with your ancestors more than you are with Christianity or the Bible. It's on you. You practice that, and that's what you believe in. That's what gets you through the day. That's what gets you through any difficulty. But I'm not gonna say just Londiwe, because Londiwe praise in mina ngiyapahla, or mina I'm chisaring in paper whatsoever. I'm not gonna disregard Londi's belief. No.
Yeah. Yeah, and just to close off, I just always say pray, guys. Whatever it is, whether good or bad, pray. Thank God. When you're in joyful situations, thank God. Pray and thank God.
Gratitude.
When you're going through
that's
whatever,
the only thing that's going to get you through whatever.
God. Beg God. God hears me. God hears you. Trust.
Grateful, guys. Be grateful. That's all I'm going to say.
Because things are not happening now doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It will happen in God's right time.
Yeah.
So just don't give up and don't lose faith.
Yeah.
Things will happen for you. So, yeah. Next one is, I feel like I'm not progressing in my life. Trust me, I also feel like that.
Some days I don't want to wake up. I don't want to open the windows. I don't want to do shit. I'm not even taking calls. We always go through that. It's just a matter of how, like, speak kindness into your life. You set the tone to your day. I'm not going to wait for Londi to say to me, good morning, Ayanda, how are you? And check up on me in order for me to have a good day. I wake up, I set the tone to my day. If I wake up and have breakfast at 8 o'clock, then I meditate, then I do this, I'm setting a tone on how my day is going to go. Doesn't mean to say, good, if Londi calls me and tells me tragic news, it's gonna ruin my entire day. I still have the ability to set the tone to my day because of the way I started it. And there's a difference for me when I start my day with meditation and exercise than just waking up and just starting my day and just saying what it is, whatever. So I feel like I'm not gonna emphasize on working out or meditation or whatsoever, but I'm always saying what you feed your mind is what preserves your entire life
and what projects out as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what you feed is what you get out, what you take out. It's just a matter of how you set the tone for your day.
Yeah, I always say nurture your inside, nurture yourself inside,
and it's gonna reflect on the outside.
Yes, 100%. What do you do if a guy doesn't want to use protection? I believe it's your body, and at the end of the day, you have to take care of your health. It's your health, it's your body. You come first. So if he's not using protection, bye, I'm out. That's why it also comes to that thing when we spoke about Gucci. When you go somewhere, you always have to have your own.
Thank you. You have to always have your own bag. Always have your own bag, and it's not a matter. That's what I'm saying, Gucci. I'm not justifying Gucci. Some guys can be violent or whatsoever, but I'm just saying, if you're asking such questions, it means it has happened before. You have had a scenario where it has happened and you didn't know how to react. The only thing I would say now, you are entirely responsible for your answer, and if a person decides to violate your answer, then that should be justified as a crime. I said no. I shouldn't justify to you why I'm saying no. Let's have unprotected sex. No. When are you asking me why I'm saying no? Kanjani? You don't owe anybody an explanation. It's your body. It's you have the final say. But I understand we get into situations whereby if you say no and a person is actually forcing themselves onto pursuing what they want to do to get out of you, then that is justified as a crime. I say it's not a matter of it's discussion now, because if he's not respecting your no and is going beyond your no, it's now a crime. It's no longer a kuti. What if a guy is suggesting this? He's no longer just suggesting it, he's taking it.
And I just feel like men who don't respect your
body
opinion or your body or your answer are not meant for you, and you're not meant to be there. And we move.
Balega.
Yeah. He ghosted me. I moved. Bye. Move on to the next. Like, why are we still...
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
Why do you want explanations?
He clearly doesn't want you, so...
all I'm saying is that we hurt our own selves if we're putting expectations on a certain person. This is how if you're expecting to receive you in another person, you're gonna get your own feelings hurt, because at this point in time, if this person is showing you timelessly good, this is how they're treating you, and you're not accepting that, you are the problem. You need therapy.
Then my friend,
you need therapy.
He says, how can you grow money in my account without working?
Wouldn't we all be doing that?
Answer? Like, please tell us.
I
need it. I need it. Telling your mom about your boyfriend and staying out when you're 16.
You're 16, guys. You knew why.
What are you doing at 16?
Me,
you're in grade 10. grade 10, high school, you go into grade 11 where those marks matter in varsity, and you're busy with boys. Yeah,
I heard.
I
Not to say go even now, but I heard.
No, we
Focus
are
on your
going.
books before boys, because boys bring
babies.
babies. Schooling aloko thina uthi wena
Yes.
ukhule ngani? Yes,
Yes.
but
Cool. Then someone says on WhatsApp, I like someone, but he's a decade older than me, actually 14 years older. We vibe and the conversations flow. So we spoke about the age gap, and he said I must think about it because he's looking for a life partner, and I'm young, obviously. I still want to go to groove, experience life in general. I don't know what to do at this point. He wants to know whether I still want a relationship with him or what. Please send help.
if you're confused, the answer is no.
Okay, yeah, true.
Period.
But older men sort of have an idea of what they want, right? I'm not saying he knows exactly what he wants, but I'm just saying older men are, if he's saying that he wants a life partner.
He's married. Is he married?
I don't know. There wasn't anything said. But I just believe...
How old is he?
14 years older.
How old is the girl?
20.
14 years
So
old. So he's 34.
Yes, that's my dang.
Okay, I thought he was older. Because most people
that's
are
like
34, they're not
34.
married. I was going to
Yes.
ask, why isn't he married or whatsoever?
No,
So
most of them are not married.
give it a shot.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Yes, what do you
but
want? If you want to be because these men are going to be controlling.
Is her concern that she still wants to experience life because she's young?
That's what I'm saying. Is
that
going
her
to be controlling.
concern?
Yes. So
And
he's
if
going
he's
to be controlling.
Now all I'm saying is we've had an experience whereby we've lived our like your 20s, nobody bothered you.
Yeah.
You made sure Uti, you live your 20s, that's your best lives. And then after that, you don't mind Uti, commitment comes or babies come because you've had an experience with your 20s. But at your late 20s, trust me, you feel like, okay, fuck. Sorry about my language, but I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to be clubbing that much anymore. I just want into a calm and whatsoever. So
as well,
that age needs to hit you. That's why Londi asked, what do you want? Because that age needs to hit you. If you still feel like you haven't lived your 20s, you can't commit to that guy.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You need to live your life.
Yeah.
Because uzo controller, uzo goer.
Yes. Yeah, also controller. That's
you'll understand the concept of having alcohol in your house every day.
No, also controller, and that controlling is gonna come to a point where, because you still want to live your life, you still want to be out there.
Yes.
It's going to come to a point
where I'm saying that age needs to hit her.
Hectically toxic.
If it hasn't hit you, would you not done living your 20s?
Yeah.
Don't commit with anybody. Yeah. Live your 20s until that age is like it has hit us. The previous year we were reckless spenders, but now it's even hard to get out of the house to go have like a date or whatsoever.
Yeah, because you're thinking, shit, actually my
responsibilities and everything. It needs to hit you. If you're still feeling like you haven't lived your 20s, live them. Because by the time you commit, it's over.
He's not
babies are coming.
But also, guys, older men commit. Older men do commit.
They do.
But also in this day and age, it's good tricky. But older men do commit. But also, as we said, you need to live your life.
It's not a matter of the guy committing. It's a matter of, are you ready?
Yes.
When the person who's going to be committing with that other guy, he's ready. He's older. He's done everything. If you feel like you haven't done anything, do that before you commit to this person. Because now he's not going to understand why you're doing 1, 2, 3. Because he has done it. The reason he's settling now, he's done it. He's over it. You need to also be over it so that your goals can align with this guy. Whatever you discuss in this marriage or commitment, it needs to align.
Yeah.
If it's not aligning, what are we doing?
True.
What are we doing? Literally.
So those are the losts.
Wasn't lost.
Yeah.
But we had a good one.
Thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys really took some pointers and advice.
Not just the crease.
From this video. I'm getting a bit lit. I'm gonna smoke shisha now. But yeah, no, I hope you guys,
I need to die.
I hope you guys took literally like took some
Like, yeah, we really hope we were helpful.
Yes.
Because yes, we don't get to give like such advice on a daily.
Yeah.
But now that we've done it, we're speaking like, I feel like we've been giving advice from our own experience.
Yes.
So
And that's what I wanted.
we're not trying to enforce you that this is the rule of the life. No, because of our experiences, your experience is fine.
Yes.
So if you had a different experience, be specific with your question, but we answered it in a way that because we experienced it in that manner. So
but I also just want to close off and say, please, as ladies, always choose yourself. Always put yourself first.
Have your back.
And if you're not up for something, no is okay. And
you don't need to justify that no.
No, we move and discard that person for the rest of your life. Choose yourself first, guys.
Please buy yourself teddy bears and stop thinking about people you're not in a relationship with.
So much. You have actually reached this point of this video. Please do let me know if you'd like to see more of these type of videos. And I will definitely try and incorporate that into my channel. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much, Ayanda, for joining me. I don't know why I'm saying joining me, because you're right next door. Guys, she's right next door. She's here.
I live here. I live
in her bedroom. I can do this and she'll hear me. But yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, and I will definitely see you on my next video.
Bye. Cling cling, darling.